The first piece of advice one is given when traveling to Curitiba is always the same. Take a coat. The winter average temperature in Curitiba is around 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The negative sign ahead of the numbers sometimes show up in winter. Summer displays an average of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So take the advice and include the coat in your luggage. But there's another piece of advice that has already become a routine to travelers. While in Curitiba, take a look at the buses. Besides attracting attention by its stations and terminals different from usual ones, Curitiba also presents a highly important scene. Users change buses without having to pay the fare again. The integrated network is a relief to the pocket of the Curitiban. Such an integration process goes on all around the city and advances to the municipalities of the metro area. Curitiba has several postcards. Landscapes built by man, and works of nature preserved by the city. However, touristic attractions go far beyond landscape postcards. The city daily action is an attraction. A reference to a healthcare center as a touristic attraction can look like an overstatement, yet health services in Curitiba have been observed and adopted in other cities. Want an example of how health issues are dealt with here? Take the Curitiba Mother program. Mother and baby receive careful support since the beginning of the pregnancy, pre-birth, delivery, and post-birth. Mother and baby are never left alone. But the story is not over yet. In Curitiba, guess who else are not left alone? Children, teenagers, adults, and the ones in their best age. People with special needs are also taken very good care. Signs of this attention can be seen on curbsides, at tube stations, and in the bus. 24-hour healthcare centers maintained by the City Hall have left behind the status of mere health units. They've become small hospitals. Curitiba is a Brazilian pioneer in environmental preservation, from garbage separation to the preservation of green areas. By the way, there's a saying in Curitiba that goes, there's always a green area close to you, wherever you may be. That's why Curitibans can tour their city. Parks are always at hand because their preservation has transformed them into leisure addresses. In schools, blackboards and chalks were replaced by computer screens. Beginning at the school, the life of the district is connected to the digital world. Scope that will be extended with the Community School program, thus transforming schools into community centers. It will promote entrepreneurship and will offer education, culture, sports, and leisure. District's everyday life is also part of Mayor Beto Richa's agenda when he welcomes Curitibas at the City Hall. Yes, districts go to the City Hall, and the City Hall goes to the districts. And here comes Curitiba's new challenge, one of the largest urban interventions in the history of the city. The highway that crosses and segregates the city will be transformed into the Metropolitan Axis, an urban avenue integrated to neighbor municipalities. Former BR 116 will be a 22-kilometer economic and social development axis encompassing 16 districts. Curitiba has a privileged position in the Brazilian map. It's close to large consumption centers in the country and is bordered by the countries of Mercosur. It has the industrial area and the trademarks of expressive corporations, besides displaying an automobile pole in the metro area. Energy, telecommunications, state-of-the-art manpower, technology. There are 1,700,000 Curitibans, but this is not the calculation Curitiba has to make anymore. 2,900,000 is the correct result for the calculation, because today it's impossible to separate Curitiba from the metro area. So what's Curitiba after all? Curitiba is the integration of man, nature, and urban space. This is the key that makes the city work. People as the most important heritage. the protection of the environment as its balance factor, and planned urban space so that citizens are offered a better daily life. Therefore, when you get to know that someone is coming to Curitiba, don't forget to recommend the code. And also recommend a close look at the buses, at its children, at its women, and at its parks.